made this video about some time ago about how this certain college professor at some big university wanted to change. Really came out here and said, like, the pedos, the people who are sexually attracted to children, they should be protected at all costs. I forgot the dude's name. It was some left wing liberal type guy that had freaking they them and they freaking pronouns on social media and all that stuff. And next thing you know, it got a lot of people thinking about this. Not people with common sense. People that truly want to believe that some guys, some men and women who are attracted to children, that there's nothing wrong with them. It's just something going on with the human brain and not anything that's going on with their desires and anything like that. I came out. That video I made about that one guy, I came out and said, like, yo, these guys are normalizing, sexualizing children, and normalizing pedos. And next thing I know, there's more people out there changing the word pedo into maps because it's apparently offensive to the pedos. These guys are literally out here defending pedos because it's not politically correct. Every time I hear that, I was like, wait a second, you guys are out here literally defending men and women who are sexually attracted, like grown people who are sexually attracted to little kids. Am I hearing that right? Are you guys really advocates for this? They were like, yeah. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm like, no, yes, there is. There's something really wrong with that. So, guys, if you guys want to check out the video about that college professor that changed pedos to maps, minor attracted peoples, how they say it, I want to go ahead and show y'all this little clip about this freak show, and say, like, yeah, you could tell this I don't know if this is a chick or a dude. Nowadays you can't even tell. You can tell that this person is probably attracted to little kids. But let's go ahead and watch what this person says about minor attracted people, and let me know. This is from Libs of TikTok. Shout out to Libs of TikTok. Let's go ahead and see what he says, and this is going to be my first time watching this, along with y'all.
Folks, my name is Miranda. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and sex therapist in Erie, Pennsylvania.
And she's a sex therapist, and she goes by the she, her, they pronouns. Like who the hell cares?
And today I want to talk about minor attracted persons. And I want to talk about minor attracted persons because they are probably the most vilified population of folks in our culture. And most.
Oh, wait a second. She said the most vilified people in our culture. First of all, I'm not a part of that culture. That's a culture of people of sickos that are taking advantage of little kids. Whether the grown man or grown woman preying upon little kids, little girls, little boys. It does not matter. Pedo does not have a gender at all. So she says, well, these people are being vilified. Why should they not be vilified? They're preying upon little kids who probably don't even know what's going on.
Most likely, folks are making incorrect assumptions about them without actually knowing much about them, and those assumptions create harm for an already marginalized population. You may have noticed that I'm using the term minor attracted persons, sometimes abbreviated to MAPS, instead of the more commonly used term pedophile. And I'm doing this because the term pedophile has moved from being a diagnostic label to being a judgmental, hurtful insult that we hurl at people in order to harm them or slander them.
to hurt them or slander them. What about the kids that are hurting? What about those kids? You say again. She said these people are being vilified, rightfully so. They're attracted to they're attracted to little kids that don't know what's going on. And then people say, well, love makes you do some weird things. They want to try to push that whole Romeo and Juliet thing, but in those times it was legal to get wed at the age of 12 and get pregnant at 14. It was legal back then, but this is a different time. So when people try to pull that whole Romeo and Juliet, I know she ain't say that. She said that in this woman clip, but that's what I'm pointing to, because a lot of people that want to try and out here defending the pedos, they want to use the whole Romeo and Juliet argument. Well, Romeo was 19 and Juliet was I think she was 13, if I remember correctly, 12, 13, 14, around that age. They say, well, how come it was okay with them, but it's not okay? It's not okay for people right now, because back then it was the normal thing. Not in today's time, since the past decades and centuries, being attracted to a 12 or 14-year-old was not okay. Or anybody under the age of 18. In some states, it's legal to be wed at 16. A grown man can wed a 16-year-old in some states, and those states need to be vilified as well. But let's keep going.
I also prefer person-first language that recognizes that any label we might apply to a person is only part of who they are and doesn't represent everything that they are. We are all people first with many different facets or parts of ourselves, and this includes folks who are attracted to minors. So to start with, let's talk about what a minor attracted person is, or who they
I'll give you the short version. It's a pedo.
They are. This term simply means that the person has an enduring sexual or romantic attraction to minors.
That sounds like a pedo.
They've not chosen this attraction, just as the rest of us have not chosen whatever our attraction is. You don't get to choose to be heterosexual or to be gay or whatever.
That is a choice. It's a choice to be gay. It's a choice to be hetero. Again, I don't get why people saying, some people were born gay, some people were born hetero. No, it's people's personal preferences on what they built upon growing up. It's that damn simple. They want to say, people want to say people were born gay, like a baby knows a thing, or a fetus knows the things about freaking sexuality. Again, this argument is irrelevant and tries to appease their own agendas and pushing this stuff on little kids. Who by the way, there are a bunch of mothers out there, mainly liberal mothers, that push their sons, and you guys can look this up yourself on Twitter, Instagram, and social media. Some mothers have pushed their sons to think that they are daughters because they hate the fact that they have sons in the first place. They actually wanted daughters. There are literally parents out there like that, and they are literally infiltrating the LGBT community, because not all people in the LGBT are like these freaking social media Twitter people. They're not. I've met a bunch of them. They say they are not for the stuff the social media is pushing. They're not for some of this stuff. So they are literally infiltrating like some legit people with common sense from the gay community, because they want to try to push it upon themselves and normalize it. And this is what this person is advocating for. She wants to like normalize pedos and say it's not a bad thing.
Wherever you are, and you don't get to choose to be a minor attracted person. Some minor attracted persons are attracted to a specific age range of minors, while some are not. And some minor attracted persons are exclusively attracted to minors and are not attracted to adults at all.
What? Hey guys, what does that sound like? What does that sound like?
Some minor attracted persons are also attracted to adults. Folks, my name.
That doesn't change the fact that they're still pedos. See, again, they changing this freaking term of, well, a pedo and I gotta watch what I say because freaking YouTube might end up flagging my video. They keep on changing the term pedos. They want to change the term pedos to try to because they want to rationalize themselves on what it must feel like to be a person attracted to a minor. That's what some people from, this community, because this is definitely not. And if she's a therapist, she needs her license and her degree revoked. Because ain't no therapist is gonna go on social media and says they're gonna, these people who are vilified and marginalized, they should not be referred to as this said group of pedos who are attracted to minors and will most likely fulfill their sexual desires upon children because they can't get it from an adult. Again, guys. Again, I would not be mad if God just struck some of us down, because it's people like this. It's people like this that we just need to get rid of. Send them offshore to a planet. Send them underwater to deal with Lucifer, Hades, whoever's down there. Let those guys deal. Let those entities deal with people like this, who want to normalize, pedophilia, who want to normalize it. Like maps and pedophilia, it's literally the same thing. They just changed the word to like be more politically correct. Again, I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad at all. This is what it comes down to. I would not be mad at all. But guys, let me know what y'all think about comments below. If you guys, like I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. I will see y'all next one. Peace.